Peace, everybody. It's your boy. Let's talk. Be back with another video. All right, let's jump right into the topic of this video, man. So, was it yesterday or the day before yesterday? I had just recently made a video talking about how Kamala Harris was pretty much mocking God, mocking Christians, telling Christians to, get out the rally. Well, I don't think she was really necessarily wrong for that because that's two different things. Like, I am a Christian, I do love God and everything, but um, it's a different setting, so I get that. But telling the kids that y'all in the wrong place and y'all need to be down the place, down at the rally down the hall, talking about Trumps and all that, I thought that was just disrespectful and distasteful. But what was more distasteful was that right after that, Pastor Jamal Bryant allowed Kamala Harris to do a sermon at his church, which I made a video on too, saying how disrespectful it was because, like, I've never actually heard her say Jesus and say she loved God and talk about Christ and everything. So while you're in a church spewing your rhetoric about politics, like, that's blasphemy in itself. So, we've talked about that. I've talked about the fact that she was preaching and it was disrespectful and that she was mocking, Christians. But what I didn't discuss, which I want to talk about in this video, is that how Pastor Jamal Bryant himself, once he got up on the pulpit and started preaching, like, he just started just shaming black men. He was on some Barack Obama stuff and just basically saying, like, how like, men don't want to vote for her. Men act like we intimidated, but we learned this from women. We learned how to bathe from women. We learned how to do this from women. We learned how to do all this from women. And it's like, that's so disingenuous. One, because you can't speak for all of us. Sure, a lot of people were raised by their moms, but a lot of people learned stuff from their father. Think about it. Most of the men who are not rocking with Kamala, whatever, and who's trying to vote for Donald Trump, I can get more than guarantee that majority of those men, not all, but majority of those men had a father around, had a man around to teach them how to be a man and teach them what man principles are. That's why so many men right now are relating to Donald Trump, because he shows that he's a man's man. Like, and the guys or most of the guys who are voting for Kamala, a lot of those guys are simps and mama's boys and cater to women. Like, psychology is real. Like, the things that people do, the mentality and everything, the mind frame, what people say, what they gear towards, you can kind of almost, if you can read the room, you can kind of tell what the end result is going to be. I tell y'all all the time, pay attention to details. Details is essential. The devil is in the details. And if you don't pay attention to the details, then he'll win. So, you got to be reminded of that. And I just was watching the little sermon of it. It was a little small clip. I might actually do a review on it. There's a couple of reviews that I have to do. I just got to find time to get it done. I maybe do something tonight or tomorrow, or maybe the weekend. But he just was giving a whole Barack Obama vibe that's coming at men. And of course you had a bunch of women inside the the chairs and everything, just screaming and clapping and thunderous applause, agreeing with him because he was talking trash about men. And I've mentioned before, like, this is why nowadays, have y'all noticed, I don't know how many of y'all go to church or not, but if you've been in church recently, you will see, compared to like 20, 30 years ago, you will see the difference, how much woman is inside the church right now. Like, they're taking over the church. And men are leaving because most of black churches has become a woke movement, a feminist type agenda. And you got a lot of the preachers inside the church kind of realize that because the women are there, and the women actually pay the bills of the church because you tell them stuff they like to hear and all this stuff. They quick to give up tithes. So preachers know this, and they cater to them. And this is why you got a lot of women, give up their money, and preachers doing what they doing, and it's just a repeated cycle. So that's why you see a lot of the men not really inside church no more, especially black churches, Baptist churches. I can't really tell about the other type of churches like that because I don't go. But within the black community and Baptist churches, it's becoming a big thing, and it's not just here in Philadelphia, but I see people who've been talking about it online for a while now. And when I'm talking about Jamal Bryant with this whole thing with Kamala Harris and shaming black men, this illustrates, part of the reason why you don't see a lot of men inside the church anymore because of, rhetoric like this. So, if they keep doing stuff like that, then we're going to keep getting it. We're going to keep seeing that stuff, and it ain't going to get no better. It's going to get worse. So I just think they just need to do better. And, it is what it is. But that's all I got for now, guys. Let me know what y'all think. Drop y'all comments down below. Make sure I hit the like, subscribe, and hit the bell. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.